Jan, surely I am very tired after this long day of doing nothing. I should consume some energy-rich food to keep my sugar levels high. Should I eat some sandwich or some hot dog? Wait a minute, I just had an idea that will revolutionize the way in which you look at language. It's not hot dog an instance of sandwich, since it's both just about putting a piece of meat in between two bread pieces and then eating it raw. I went to the internet and asked you guys, and of course you were of no help. So let me tell you, in this special edition of Is Hot Dog a Sandwich?
Hot dog sandwich.
Hot dog is not a sandwich. Just like it's the sandwichness in a hot dog that makes it a sandwich. Hypocrite that you are, for your analysis stops. What if all of a sudden all of your friends decide behind your back that hot dog means that you're an idiot? And whenever you use the word, they laugh ruthlessly
Hot dog
behind
sandwich.
your back. Hello, I am a etymologist. I'm over 60 years old, and today I will teach you about the origins of the word sandwich. 1762, said to be a reference to John Montague, 4th Earl of Sandwich, an inveterate gambler known for putting cold pieces of meat in his bread pieces and just eating it at a gaming table without standing up and going to have a proper meal like everyone else. John Montague was putting cold meat pieces in his bread pieces. And hot dog is by definition something that is not cold. Therefore, a hot dog cannot be by definition a sandwich. Therefore, a hot dog is not a sandwich. So wake up and stop this bullshit debate that nobody asked for. Hypocrite that you are, for your analysis stops at the family name. But where does the name sandwich come from? Is it not in Old English that sandwich refers to a sandy shore or a also called like a trading center? A fucking trading center? Does this look like a fucking sandwich to you? Are you out of your mind? What the fuck of a kind of analysis is that? Some etymological fucking reduction. Language is alive. Language evolves to suit the needs of the people of the future. Society goes on into the new realms of reality, and as such, language has to adapt and name the things that emerge from this new societal stage. Language goes forward, and we have to look at not what words used to mean, but what they actually mean right now. So we have to get a dictionary that is at least like, I don't know, as new as possible, and we look at the definition, and then we decide whether a fucking hot dog is a fucking sandwich. So a sandwich is an item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with a filling between them, eating as a light meal. Does that look like a fucking hot dog to you? Yes! Yes! Hot dog is a sandwich. Debate closed. Hello. I'm Professor of Logics here from the University of Science. Well, I don't side with either side. I just want to do logics, to be honest. If hot dog is a sandwich, but I'm not saying that it is, but hypothetically. So like, in that case, like, hot dog should be imagined as a subset of sandwich. I'm not saying that it is. I have no opinion. This aligns perfectly with my philosophical system. Hello, I'm a Platonist. I believe that it's exactly the humanity in us that makes us human. Just like it's the sandwichness in a hot dog that makes it a sandwich. All of that is determined by the transcending immanent forms that constitute absolute reality, and we are nothing but a shadowy realm, lucky enough to be given a reason so as to make out the essences that are given to us in the world. And with that we can, hopefully one day, with the help of a guiding hand, grasp reality. Greek philosophy has it all figured out and you just argue about semantics? No, I'm gonna make this really quick, but no, fuck logics, fuck dictionary, fuck essences, Plato, fuck you, and fuck fucking whatever is left. Language is a way of life. Concepts are not embedded in some fucking logical system. They are not ruled by fucking essences. What the fuck? Language is a complex map of ever-evolving meanings, and we can't really grasp them outside of the fucking contexts that they're given in. If I point to a hot dog and I'm gonna be like, hey, bring me that sandwich, you're gonna bring it to me, right? You won't start this absurd fucking question whether a sandwich is a hot dog. That makes no sense. You know what I fucking mean. You know what I fucking mean. I have a fucking mental breakdown. Fuck you guys. Hello. He's a bit of a character, right? I'm a bit more social Wittgensteinian, and I think he's got a point, right? We are all part of a linguistic community, and we have learned the language that we speak, our native language, together with other people. We have learned to map certain ideas in our heads to certain words, and that was a gradual and very long process, and it bit by bit, through trial and error, got us to the meanings that our parents intended to express through their words, and that is basically what language is. Yes, language is use. Meanings of words are just the way in which the members of your linguistic community use the word. Yeah. So, is a hot dog a sandwich? Well, it's very simple to find out. We just ask our linguistic community. Fuck. I have a question. Yes, I am Kripkean Wittgenstein, and yes, you may call me Kripkenstein. How do we ever know what linguistic community we are part of? What if all of a sudden all of your friends decide behind your back that hot dog means that you're an idiot? And whenever you use the word, they laugh ruthlessly behind your back. How can you ever know that what you intend the words to mean, that they actually mean the same thing as other people agreed to their meaning? Right? The point is, why bother with this question if you don't even know what a sandwich is, nor what a hot dog is? Hello, Ferdinand, this is OG linguist here. I just wanted to point out, I don't care about the debate, but whatever Kripke over there said, I said it 100 years before that. I'm the one who pointed out that the relation between the sign words and the signified object is kind of arbitrary. There's nothing sandwich-like in the word sandwich, and there's nothing hot dog-like in the word hot dog. People can just make their own agreements about what things mean, and yeah, that potentially leads to that paradox. Hello, I'm... What the fuck? Hello, I am Roscelin de Compeigne. Is that how you pronounce my name? Hello, I'm Roscelin de Compeigne. So, as you can clearly see, I am a monk. Yes, I am a monk. I said all of that Kripke and Saussure said. I said it a millennial before them. Look when I was born, motherfucker. I am the OG linguist. Names, words are nothing but fucking sounds. Yes, you heard me right. It's just fucking sounds. We can make up our own sounds Hello, I am the young, hot CEO of Hotdog Inc. And for years I have been following the public debate about our relation to Sandwich Incorporated. I might say that I do in fact support the school of thought that says that hot dog is not a sandwich. Thank you. That being said, I do support our government's initiative to add taxes to sandwiches, because sandwiches are truly damaging. We might have lost tracks here. Let me just point out that everything can be language, right? Not just words and sounds. It's not my nervous mannerism, a sign for the trouble I feel in my soul, having to perform in front of you guys right now, and just letting myself be potentially publicly ridiculed. Right? So the right question to ask is, I think, is not a hot dog a sign for sandwich? Is it or is it not? Like, once we figure out that, then we have our answer. So I think that's what we have to do here. He's got a point. When sentient beings look at the world without any kind of organization, they would see nothing but a chaotic field of countless phenomena that they would be not able to process. There have to be some things in our perceptual field that act as carriers of significance. A red strawberry in a jungle of green, a smell of rot in a pile of wood, a sharp outline in the outskirts of round leaves. Is not that what we call signs? So what we have to observe is how sentient beings basically react to a hot dog, and once we would gather the data, we would have to compare it to how beings react to a sandwich, and then we would have we would see whether the reaction is statistically the same. If yes, then hot dog is a sandwich. If not, then hot dog is not a sandwich. I should probably wear something. I think that's an important question to be asked here, though. And I'm really glad that no one asked it before. And that's if we call a hot dog a sandwich, what impact will that have on our society? And that's not an irrelevant question. The way in which we use language has a very measurable effect on people's cognitions. So what about all of those people, especially from the South, who rely with their lives, the lives of their children, on their small hot dog stands? How will it affect them, I ask you, if we just appropriate the culture into just another item in the grandiose sandwich shop of the West? And that's an important question, I think. What a load of communist gobbledygook. Look, maybe language shouldn't be changing. What about that? Has anybody considered that option? I mean, how will our future generations understand Aristotle or Plato or William of Ockham if we just let language change all the time? There's been a physicist who later became a philosopher, Thomas Kuhn, who read like Aristotle, and he wondered, why is Aristotle such an idiot? Why does he say such weird things about nature? And then what he found out is that basically words that Aristotle used were used differently. What Kuhn figured out is that from modern scientific viewpoint, he could not understand Aristotle because his understanding of the certain words that Aristotle was using, words like space, time, force, it has been obscured by the modern scientific interpretations of words. And basically, we will be all like Kuhn in some regards in the future if we just let language happen. And that's my point. That's exactly my point. We shouldn't let that. We shouldn't, the cultural Marxists, let moral relativists, nihilism, we shouldn't let those things dictate the way language uses. We should fight for the language that we are speaking now, because the language of today is the language of freedom. Yeah, I mean, he's got a point there. Society is constantly changing, and if you want to interpret a historical text, for example, you have to tap into the culture and worldview and zeitgeist and everything. And yeah, that makes hermeneutics such a fucking complex study. Yes, it's difficult, but I think we're doing quite a good job. We have learned, to break the hermeneutic cycle. Actually understand what people meant.
You fucking piece of IKEA furniture, what the fuck are you even talking about? You didn't even know shit about shit, okay? Let me tell you something, let me tell you a fucking story. Once upon a time, there was a fucking empire that was obsessed with sandwiches, and they had like a mad king who every year they had like a contest, like who will make the biggest hamburger, fucking the biggest sandwich in the empire. And once upon a time there was a guy brave enough to decide that he's gonna make a sandwich so big that it basically covered the entire empire. And once that happened, just a gigantic sandwich was on top of you, so people decided to move on top of the sandwich. So the whole empire was a sandwich now, and those new people, they lived basically on a sandwich. So if you ask those people what a sandwich is, their perception of a sandwich will be completely obliterated by the fact that they are living on a fucking sandwich. They have a fucking mad king who made a fucking gigantic sandwich or whatever. Societies, every society, they have a new realm of reality. No, that's not a fucking reality anymore, right? This is a fucking hyper real situation. It's about science, words, denoting to something that doesn't even exist. What the fuck is a money? What the fuck is America? What the fuck is a euro? What the fuck? It doesn't refer to anything, but the very act of referring makes this thing real, and we are living in this world of fucking hyper reality. Sandwiches are around us, and this kingdom, this empire, they don't even know what is fucking real anymore. They think that the sandwich is everything. They fucking glorify God of sandwich. Don't you fucking see the problem here? A sandwich is nothing but an empty signifier, signifying a new type of reality, the oasis of the new faith that is far more interesting than this desert of the reality. Fuck the desert of reality. We are living in a new reality now, and sandwiches are everything, and your minds are being controlled by the government, and fuck you, I'm not real. What is this new reality but a prison of the desires of the mad king coming true, because we all collectively believe them to be true and gave rise to a new empire of the hyper real. Stop with this fucking debate, okay? Who fucking cares about fucking sandwiches? Rather tell me what fucking money is and who fucking controls you, because that's the real questions, and maybe even linguistics have an answer to that. Just look at who controls the words that you use. He who wants his magic stick at your mouth. He is the wizard who has control of your mind. Wow, this was surely very exciting. I would like to watch more YouTube videos like this. If only there would be a way to stay informed when new YouTube videos like that come uploaded to the platform, so you can have more knowledge about how language works and be taught by a guy who doesn't really know how to speak the language, but he still knows a lot of stuff about language in general. If only there would be a way to achieve that.